What do you want the world to know about you?
That's a great question. That there's more that meets the eye. Even though I'm 3'9", I'm 10 feet tall, and you'll quickly discover that's what my personality brings to the table.
Here we are, meeting for the first time. How would you prefer I greet you?
Handshake, eye contact.
That's it?
Yeah. We think that we're defined by a word or whatever it might be, but we're really not. We're defined by what we choose to let define us.
Welcome to SBSK. Join me as I travel around the world and interview individuals living with a condition to prove no matter how you communicate or what obstacles you face, you're always deserving of love and acceptance. So without hesitation, let's meet today's friend. There are so many phrases for common situations that use the term short. For example, you go to the restaurant, you don't have enough money, you're a little short. Do you find that people mince their words and hesitate to use certain words around you?
I think initially, but when they see that I use a ton of those jokes in my own life, and I am quite good at short jokes, I must say. And I'm also able to laugh at myself in a productive way, which is so important, and it's really made me kind of let loose and not walk around with this facade that I'm all tough and that everything rolls off, and it shows people that I'm human just like you. Because if you can't laugh at yourself in a productive way, then other people won't really be comfortable around you, and you don't necessarily have to be able to make fun of yourself, but be able to know your short points, your points in life where you don't necessarily stand that tall, and that's okay.
When I work with kids, I was trained to get on a knee and look them at eye level.
Right.
But with adults, would that be appropriate?
I think it depends. For somebody like me, when it's a really loud room and you're having trouble either hearing or me hearing you, I think bending down is appropriate. But doing it in a way that's respectful. So throughout high school, it was an absolutely terrible experience for me. I was riding my Segway mobility device, not because I wasn't able to be that mobile, but think about it. When you're 3'9" and most kids tower above 5'5" to 6 feet, it's a pretty intimidating environment to be in, especially in the hallway. So I was the target of extensive cyberbullying, extensive harassment, starting the very first week of high school. I really thought that I was someone who could disappear and it wouldn't leave a hole. But that absolutely is not the case for me, for you, for anybody.
If you had to introduce your mom to the world, what would you say?
This is my person. This is where a lot of my strength comes from and where I learned to be a good person. It started with a couple tweets circulating around me. There was a picture that someone took of me on my Segway device in the hallway that said, first person to take a video of the ugly midget on the Segway, I'll give you $5. So many people hated me, and I didn't really understand why. But bullying stems from, in my opinion, one of two things. Jealousy and envy, not necessarily for something that you have, but for something that you are, whether it's your strength, your confidence, your humor, your personality, or it's because hurt people hurt people. And until somebody breaks that cycle of someone getting hurt and passing that hurt on to somebody else, that's what they're going to keep doing. More and more that we are angry with people and we spew out all this negativity, that's exactly what's going to come back to us.
It was heartbreaking to read some of the horrific commentary that kids made online. It is amazing to see how some individuals feel like they have so much power to say anything, no matter how hurtful it is, just because they hide anonymously behind a screen.
I wanted to be somebody that was able to show the world that no matter what you do, what you say, how you do it to me, I'm still going to be strong and I'm going to plow through no matter what. And in all honesty, I used to fight fire with gasoline. And if somebody looked at me the wrong way, in my own mind, I would freak out. I was a kid who was very depressed, and I wanted to end my own life when I was 11.
It escalated to the point where he literally took a belt and put it around his neck. And he said, I have nothing to live for. I hate my life. Nobody likes me. and I'm gonna put this belt around my neck.
I really did used to be a very angry kid because of what came at me, whether it be the bullying, the physical pain, the problems of my condition.
I am so grateful that he was so expressive in this moment of darkness, and I was able to get him the help that he needed. We got him into counseling.
For me, talking to someone, whether it be my parents or a counselor or a therapist, made me realize that not only was I not alone, but people know what I'm going through. They may not be in my shoes every day and know what it's like to experience every single thing, but all of us have been at the same place.
And I love that you shared that you talked to a therapist.
Yes.
Because I feel like a lot of people believe there's a stigma or a shame placed on that, but in actuality, it's not that big of a deal.
Not at all.
So many people go.
Yes. I don't need to be somebody that I'm not. I'm made to be this Brandon Farbstein, not someone who acts like immune to all the negativity, because that's not what I am. That's not what a human being is.
Are there any hard no's that just never do this?
The word midget for me, just not the appropriate or correct word.
Why is it so offensive?
That's a really good question. It used to be the politically correct term way long ago, and for some reason the connotation that it has shifted into derogatory, and I honestly can't say that I know where it came from and why it's used in a wrong way, but it's just one of those words that everybody should take out of their vocabulary. But it's okay to not know that's not the correct word. Now you know. Whenever I would ask questions, why can't I run as fast? Or why can't I blah, 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 soccer team or whatever it was, I always knew that there was something unique about me, but I never thought that there was something wrong with me. And I definitely credit that to my parents. The people that I want to be around are those who uplift me and who actually add something to my life, because those are the people that, of course, influence us to be a better person, to be someone who's greater than what we are.
Would you prefer for somebody to ask you questions that are blunt and not totally PC? Or would you rather have somebody who uses the correct terminology, is PC, and might not be as direct?
You know what, I'm okay with both, because I think that the first type of person is ignorant and they just don't know what the correct thing is, and that's totally okay. I, for quite a long time, didn't know the proper term for a lot of different things, and now I do, but that's totally okay. We're constantly learning, we're evolving, and people and terms and things like that are evolving with us.
Do you find that people fear using terminology because it is constantly advancing?
Yes. People just don't want to offend anyone, so they don't try.
It was quite a journey. We got Brandon's diagnosis. He has a very rare form of dwarfism called metatropic dysplasia, and we got his diagnosis when he was 2.5 years old. And at that point, there was really no Facebook groups or anything to support us. So we kind of were out there in the dark, not knowing what the future would hold. We decided to just tell Brandon, you know what? You've got special bones. That's all you have. That makes you different, and you're capable of doing whatever you set your mind to.
What are you going to focus on? What are you allowing your energy and your emotions to be spent on? The people that drain you and are constantly complaining every day on your Instagram feed that you just see nothing but complaints saying how bad their life is? Or are you going to focus on people that actually do something to encourage you to be a better person, whether it's through love, positivity, gratitude, humor? Any of those things truly do make a difference. Things are bigger than just our place in this world. There's a great big universe out there, and yes, we are one little grain of sand in it, but that doesn't mean that the actions that we possess can't turn into big boulders.
And I think at the end of the day, we all need to realize that our life is going to be full of pain and struggles, and there's nothing wrong with sharing that. You don't necessarily have to share it on a big platform like Brandon does, But I sure am grateful that at this young age he realizes the beauty of being an authentic person.
Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Hopefully you got a little glimpse of my life and can take some type of inspiration from it. I've got to head to a really fun physical therapy appointment, but I hope to see you guys real soon. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
It's
It was a
amazing.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your
We'll
time.
definitely stay in touch. Of course.
Definitely.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for watching. If you appreciate what we're doing and want to see SBSK grow, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This will help us reach even more people and make the world a better place. Thank you.
And also you need to know that no matter what age you are or what your life is filled with, there's still so much more to do. There's so much more to experience, to have fun about, to eat good food with, and you need to be here for that.